My intuition is telling.
Hey Glamazons, so this is going to be a demo and review of the new Huda Beauty Brown Obsessions palette. I got the caramel brown and this is the Toffee Brown Obsessions. I apologize, it's a voiceover, but there's something going on with my microphone and there was no sound, so I do apologize. But I'm priming my eyes here with some concealer. And I'm going to go in with the Caramel Obsessions first. I'm going to do one palette on each eye. So I'm starting off with that orange color. And I was like shocked at how pigmented it was. And it went on beautifully. It blended out nicely. And I only had to go in with 2 layers. So now I'm going to go in, this is like a mustardy yellow. I love these types of colors. Same brush, and just kind of add that to the orange just to kind of mute it down a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with this kind of like mahogany brown and pack that on the outer corner or outer third of my lid. And then I slowly bring it into the crease. And that was super pigmented too. So for the lid, I chose to go with this. It looks kind of duochrome in the pan, and it reflects that way on the eye too. It's a beautiful color. It's very pigmented. It goes on well with a brush. I used my finger as well, but it goes on beautifully either way. Some of her shadows, don't go on well with a brush, but not this one. So now I'm going to take this dark, it's actually a shimmer brown, but I'm going to use that for the outer V with a pencil brush. You can't really tell that it has some shimmer in it. And blend it out with that packing brush. And for the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with that brown and put that in my lower lash line. Now there's not really a color to highlight the brow bone in the palette, so I'm going to use this Catrice highlighter. Kind of like a light gold. And just highlight my brow bone. And then we will move on to the Toffee Brown Obsessions. So I'm going to start out with this yellow as a transition color. I just wanted to see what it looked like. It's okay. It's not the best yellow I've ever used, but now I go back in with, that's another like mustardy, like light brown color, and that's really the look I was going for. I think that's such a beautiful color. So now I'm going to take that dark brown and put that on the outer third of my outer third of my eye. These mattes are incredibly pigmented. You need hardly any at all to get a very intense payoff. So for the lid, I'm going to go in with that top middle shade. It seemed to be the most pigmented in the palette, so that was one of the reasons I chose it. And I'm seeing if it goes on with a brush, which it does. But when you use your finger, it just kind of gives it an added pop, a little bit more intensity, which you'll see here in 1 second. So I used this color to highlight my brow bone, but then I remembered how pale I am, and yeah, it's a little dark. But for the lower lash line, I go in with that same dark brown, and then I also just touch up the outer corner. Now I'm going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus and go back in with the lid shades. So I wasn't happy with that matte shade, so I go in with it's a light shimmer shade from that palette. It's not very pigmented, but I was hoping it would work. I want to apologize to you guys because last time I filmed, I had my regular microphone on and there was no sound, so I assumed it was the microphone. So I bought a brand new microphone, used it, I forgot to test it out to see if it worked, and of course there was no sound throughout the demo, so it's gonna have to be a voiceover. I really apologize. So apparently it's not the microphone, it's something going on with my camera. But anyways, alright, let's talk about these two palettes. I am really impressed with both of these actually, but if I had to choose one I prefer over the other, it's definitely the Caramel Brown Obsessions. I think it just has beautiful transition colors and browns, and there are just so many different looks that you can create with this palette. The Toffee palette, I'm not a big fan of that yellow, and I don't know. This one shade was not pigmented, like hardly at all. I didn't even try these. Oh, those are really pretty. I mean, they're both beautiful, and the mattes perform amazingly. Yeah, I'm really happy with both of these. I think they created beautiful looks, and I really feel like you can create looks with just these palettes, where I feel some of her past mini Obsessions palettes, you couldn't create full looks with what you had in just that palette. You had to get shadows from somewhere else, but I feel like you can create looks without any other outside shadows. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed this demo of the new Brown Obsessions. Alright, and I'm doing a new tradition. I'm going to be drawing a few oracle cards just to give some messages, and maybe, you know, some of these messages will relate to anyone who's watching this video. If it does relate to you, let me know in the comments below. So first I'm going to be drawing from my Goddess Oracle deck. And we have Athena, Inner Wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Hold on, there is more. There's a little booklet. Message from Athena. I'm happy to assist you, however, you'll be most thrilled when you first consult your own inner bank of knowledge. For I assure you that this situation is already resolved and that you have access to all the wisdom that the universe supplies. To access this wisdom, you must quiet your mind. Surrender all worries and other concerns to the loving and almighty power of the universe. Close your eyes and note the thoughts and feelings that come streaming into your consciousness. If you like, you can ask me to give you a signal that you've heard your inner wisdom correctly. But have faith. I assure you that you have heard and that the guidance brings you and your loved one very good news indeed. So various meanings of this card. Stop procrastinating. Stop giving away your power to others. Trust your gut. Don't second guess yourself. You are correct, and notice recurring ideas and take action on them. Alright, let's do one more, Goddess. Ooh, we have Aphrodite, Inner Goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Message from Aphrodite. Allow your inner feminine wisdom and dynamic beauty to rise to the surface. Cherish its power and meaningfulness. No matter whether your physical body is male or female, you have an inner femininity that nurtures you and guides you with its intuitive principles. Now is the time to become aware of, take excellent care of, and celebrate your magnificence. Various meanings of this card. Balance your male energy with more female energy. Take steps to heal your sexuality. Enjoy being feminine. Dance more often. Be receptive. In relationships, allow your softer side to come forward. Don't hide your femininity. Dress in a more feminine way, for example. Alright, now let me get my angel oracle cards and we'll pull a message from the angels. Okay, we have claircognizance. Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Do one more. Teaching and learning. Archangel Zedekiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this demo, review, and oracle card reading. We just got a free-for-all of multiple different things keep going on here. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you. I will see you next time.